Well, listen, stuff's been going on social media as per usual, and now a social media campaign is calling on Americans to abstain from shopping as part of an economic blackout going down tomorrow. Tomorrow. They say it's a way for consumers to flex their power. So, do you believe that speaking with your dollar truly makes a difference in these times? What do you think, Leo?
Yeah, I support it. I think it's a really good idea. But these companies are so big, you know? So a one-day boycott, are they really going to feel it? I'm not sure. I think what's more important about it is that we as consumers feel like we're unified and that we do have that power. You know, like the way we pushed back on the tariffs from the US and united as Canadians, it felt like, oh, we can still do that. Like we can still make a plan. I just don't want this to be the finish line.
Yeah.
Or to feel like we're done. Like this has to be the mindset going forward. We have to fight back.
I mean, I think the one-day thing is a problem. I also worry that, like, I don't know, did you guys know about this? Did any of you know about this? Like, I feel like
You did know about it.
did. Okay, I'm
good.
glad to hear that. I did not know about this. And so I wonder if the fragmentation of audiences is gonna mean that, like, this message isn't gonna get out to everyone. It's no longer the world where you sit down and everybody watches the exact same news things. Everyone's on different things. Everyone gets different algorithms. So this wasn't fed to me yet. So unless you have a huge amount of people doing this tomorrow, I don't think companies will notice.
Well, we're spreading the message here, right? The social is part of the revolution.
That's a good point. I love that you said that, but I agree with you. Here's the deal. When it comes to making change, I think sometimes we can feel like we're very small up against a huge company, but when we gather together, we have a lot more power. And I'd say one day is cute, but it's not enough. And in order to get someone's attention, you really got to punch them in the wallet. Like, just look at what's happening to all the big box stores who rolled back their DEI programs in the US. They are hurting. Target is hurting the most because they're getting sued for doing it, and they're also seeing the foot traffic in their store slow down completely. And just a few weeks ago, after the DEI programs were eliminated, social activist Reverend Al Sharpton led a march in a New Jersey Costco. And what he was having everybody say was, shop at Costco, we support those who support us. Right? Which is a smart thing to say. Now, what's interesting about that is since that has happened, foot traffic in Costco has dropped by 3.9%.
Dropped.
3.9%.
Because they are not supporting.
Because they're not supporting Target. So the foot traffic dropped by 3.9% in Target. But everybody was encouraged to shop at Costco, who has seen a 4.6 increase in their foot traffic.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Together, over a long period of time, you can enact change. Absolutely.
I agree, because I think we're all saying the same thing, like one day, can that be effective? But I think that we have two swords to wield as citizens. Number one, our vote. And number two is our money. And if we see what's happening, to your point of the Buy Canadian, I was reading about travel. You just came back from traveling. I just came back from a vacation. And I made a very clear choice to not travel to the United States of America. Now, but clearly it's working when we do it together, because the U.S. Travel Association said a 10% reduction in Canadian travel to the United States is going to be translated into a loss of $2.5 billion and a loss of 14,000 jobs. Air Canada has cut, because of what's happening with the tariffs and plummeting demand, Air Canada has now cut flights down to very low numbers to Florida, Las Vegas, and Arizona, places where a lot of Canadians travel. It's working, is what I'm saying.
It always works.
It does work. So I do think we have a vote. There's an Ontario election today. We probably have a federal election coming up. So governments, corporations, I don't think one day is going to work, but I think this works to keep it top of mind for us to tackle corporate greed.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.